guys, so welcome back. I'm going to tie you a wee fly called the telephone fly, or it's also been called the Dabbler Bumble. Now, this is the wee pattern here. This is my take on it. I've been tying this for a long time. Well, last 4 or 5 years anyway. The likes of the urn, mask, sort of stuff. So I'm going to show you how to put it together. The hook and the vise. It's a Amazon B175 size 10. Always in 10s. Never really tied them in 12s, but they would work. Now we're going to put a tag on the back. That's going to be a Glow Bright Floss number 5. So we'll just come in. 7 or 8 turns down, and then I just work the Glow Bright back up. Come in with my whip finishing tool. Just throw in a 2-turn whip finish. Then come in, cut this way as tight as you can get it, so that there's no wee frayed ends. Now you gotta protect the back of it. So this is just a wee tiny drop of UV resin here. Not too much, just a very small amount of this stuff. I'm going to cure this with the UV light, as you probably well know, but got to come in after that and put some varnish on, just to seal it up. It's a bit like super glue, this stuff. Once moisture gets in, it will go white. Then we'll just come in. This is just clear varnish. This is actually the Vineyards varnish that I'm using, guys. It's in a Sally Hansen's bottle. Put the top back on that so we don't spill it, and then just any excess I just like to come in and take that away. Now, gotta let that dry first, and then we'll come back in and we'll finish the rest of the dressing. Okay guys, so that's that dried. So we'll start to tie the fly. Now the hook is a Amazon B175 in size 10. You tie them down to a size 12. I've always just tied them as a 10. The thread we're going to use is the Uni Thread 80 in red. Now there's a wee bit to this, so just make sure you leave yourself plenty of room at the top here. So let's get our thread started. Bring it down past the point of the hook. A couple of turns, remove the waist tag. Now the tail, this is just a golden pheasant crest feather that I have dyed a sunburst. Now just put that in the length. Sort of way the length of the shank of the hook. 100%. Then we'll just trim away the waist. The rib. Now you can use an oval silver tinsel for the rib. This is just 2 strands of Glow Bright Floss number 3. And then just work your thread forward. Now you don't need to worry about the body lumps and bumps and that sort of stuff. The body's going to be dubbed. The most important thing with this fly is just to leave plenty of room at the top. The body is just some golden olive. We use seal's fur, or in this case this is just the golden olive from the traditional Irish dubbing range. Work it forward, any excess just take that away. The body hackle, this is a cock saddle. I'll show you the hackle pattern in a minute, that has been dyed in using the picric acid. So you can see the colour at the bottom. There's the feather, nice and bright. So just offer this up to the hook. Room with a few nice tight turns, we like a wax. Fold the stem back. You want to try and make the fly as strong as you possibly can. Then I'm looking, per usual, 2 turns at the front and then 3 to 4 turns down the body. Should be plenty. Now, use your hackle pliers. It's just that I'm used to using my fingers to tie these on. Then keep the hold of your tip, your hackle, just come around with your glow bright number 3 up to that point there, sweep everything back, bring your glow bright floss up in front and just tie it off, move the tip to the back and trim away the waste, then just come in with your velcro, bring out some of the hackle fibres, thread to the eye and then work our thread back up. Next hackle you're looking at, this is a chartreuse lace wing. This is a hand hackle as well, guys, so just tie this on, fold back the tip. I'm looking 2 turns out of this maybe. See how I put it on. Just let me check. I'm just going to put another one on. Just want to be a bit more colour than that. That's it now. So about 2.5 turns there, guys, of that. But you'll work it out for yourselves if you're going to tie the fly, what you like. Nice and tight, working the thread down to the end of the hook. You can break away the stem. Don't let your thread go if you're going to do that. Just work the thread back up. Then the wing, you're looking some bronze mallard. Take away the rubbish. And then just bring enough out to create a wing. Just bring them straight up. Turn them away. And then we'll just fold it in on itself. Now the amount of times that you fold it, it's really how thick you want your wing. That's our wing. Now the length of the wing, I really tie them sort of way much the length of the body hackle, sort of way suits the fly. Just pinch it on top, come around with a pinching loop. Couple of tight turns, slide your fingers back just to see what way you're sitting. Just another recheck. Okay, happy enough with that. Another couple of turns just to tighten up. Then come in and trim away the cut ends. Thread to the eye of the hook and just build it up over the cut ends of the bronze mallard. Now this might seem foreign to some people if you're watching this, because I've been on the analytics that YouTube provide yesterday, and I know there's people tuning in and watching the videos from the likes of Canada and stuff. These flies will be facing a big wave. Then the front hackle, this is Galena, guinea fowl, that has been dyed a mix of yellow and olive. So just offer this up to the hook, a couple of turns, another wee lick of wax, fold the tip back, just work the thread back up over the tip. Now you're only looking a turn and a half of this at the most. So just have a wee check. I'll put another one in to see. No, too much. So just to there. It's plenty. Follow this around with your thread. couple of tight turns in now. The green, the stem of it is very tough. It's best just to cut that away rather than break it. And then just tidy up your head. Now don't be shy with the head in this fly. Nice and bright. You can even brighten it up even further with the Glow Bright Floss number 3 if you wish. Then just come in and throw in a whip finish. Keep your thread tight. Come in and trim away your tan thread. And there you go, guys. It's the telephone fly, or sometimes known, well, it's a variation of it. It's sometimes this fly is known as the Dabbler Bumble. There's many variations of this fly, many. And they all work. It's a good Irish look fly, this. Good on the earn. From the reports that I've had back. Then I just want to make sure that the eye is nice and clean. From a friend, don't want him to be getting into any trouble trying to get his leader in. There you go, guys. So that's the telephone, well, my take on the telephone fly. I'll zoom out a wee bit. And then that goes with these. So that's a wee selection that we're putting together, and that's the green octopus and the claret. And that's the original, and the golden olive bumble. So hopefully you've got something from that, guys. And like I say in all the videos, tie your own. Don't sit and tie your own. Get into it. You can do it. Everybody can do it. I mean, if I can tie them, you can tie them. And I've said this many times before. If you can tie patterns like this, and these, in my view, these are more complicated than salmon flies. Salmon flies are wee buns. If you can tie these, you'll be able to tie anything. Honestly. So if I was starting again, I would like to start off with the lock flies. And sort of way build up my skills in that first. But that's, in my view, that's the way to go. Tie these first. Even if you don't fish them, you can always put them on and get yourselves a few pound to keep your fly tan materials and building it up that way. Anyway, enough talking. So if this is the first time watching wee videos, please consider subscribing. To everybody else, as always, many thanks for taking the time to view the videos. It's greatly appreciated. And all being well, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.